Hi everybody, welcome back to Work Right Planner. Here we talk about all things planning and budgeting. If you're a returning viewer, thanks so much for coming back and visiting me. And if you are new here, welcome. We hope that you consider subscribing and joining the tribe over here. So I'm so glad to have you all along for my journey. Today, we are going to plan out October's budget. And of course, I use an Erin Condren deluxe monthly planner or monthly planner, however they say that these days, to do that in. And I really love to use the stickers. I just discovered this over 2020, and let's just face it, it was a terrible year. And if this brings me joy, so be it. Okay, so the first thing that I need to do is put on my monthly spread just to give me an overview of what's happening this month that's going to affect my budget. So I'm going to put on the stickers. Give me just a second. Okay, now we have our monthly spread, so we can start filling things in. I'm going to start with paydays. So my day job gets paid on the 15th and the 29th this month, and the second job gets paid on the 8th. And the 22nd. So that works out nicely. The only week that I'm not getting paid is the 1st. There we go. Okay, now I do have bill due stickers, and I'm hoping that this month I grabbed the right ones. I don't think I did. I think these are actually miscuts because they're so small, but we're going to use them. Because I don't like wasting the sticker paper. Y'all, that stuff's expensive. Okay, so let's decide. Let's do the house bills in green, the student loans in orange, or school-related stuff in orange, and everything else in yellow. So, on the 1st, and tell you what, I'm not going to make you sit through all of these. Let me fill these in and then we'll put them on. Okay. So, the mortgage is due on the 1st. Nope, I grabbed the wrong ones again. Oh well. It's okay. As long as it's on there, it's going to be okay. Okay, so the mortgage is due. Storage is due. Kia is due. And Murray State is due. Okay. Well, that takes care of this sticker sheet for today. The cell phone is always due on the 2nd. The car is due on the 5th. The 7th. I've just been marking these down as streaming services. but I figured why not. Got Hulu. Oh. And my Sirius comes out that day. On the 9th, we have Netflix. Also, we have my future father-in-law's birthday on the 10th. And then the 11th, I have Lowe's. On the 19th, I have my Capital One coming due because, y'all, I was stupid and I had this paid off and put something on it. Yeah, I'm not real pleased about that. And then the internet is also due that day. On the 26th is Ember's birthday, and there will be a birthday expense for that one. My fiance is taking care of this one, but this one's going to come from me. And then, or from my budget. I have my utilities and car insurance on the 28th. Okay, that is a way that you can look and see what bills you've got coming when, and of course, the payday that I get on the 30th has to be able to cover all of this stuff. The payday here would need to be able to cover these. It just makes it easier to plot things out when you have it at a bird's eye glance. Of course, my bills are not always broken out this way because I'm already a month ahead in saving for my bills. Now, do I pay them a month ahead? No. No, I don't. I don't want them to have my money. I want me to have my money. But I do pay them as soon as they're due because the money is already there. And then the money that I set back here is just here until the next month. This helps give me a spot where I can check off that I've paid them and stay on top of that. So there we are. We will turn the page. And of course, I don't have to refer to that while I'm making this budget because I've already done that while I put it on Excel. So now we're going to put on the stickers for the rest of our budgets. So now we're going to go ahead and fill in the budget. Of course, I have job 1, the day job, is a salary job, so the income is more or less always the same. Job 2 does fluctuate some, but I estimate it to be about $300 a month. The side hustle Y'all, my side hustles are starting to bring in a little bit of money, but it's still not enough to cover the Instant Ink and the Canva and anything else that I have to get. So, there's no income coming from it yet that I'm aware of. Hopefully that changes soon. And then I have an other category, which is just anything that might show up during the month, and that is completely unbudgeted. So that brings my total monthly income to $1824.44. And then we'll get started with our fixed expenses. Fixed expenses are anything that doesn't change from month to month, and is definitely going to be coming out. So I have my mortgage, and some of my numbers do change month to month, but it's because my fiance has moved in with me and we share the bills. His income, he's an entrepreneur, owns his own business, and his income fluctuates. So we use my joint bill budget to figure out how much of the bills each one of us is going to pay. So the actual amount of this bill doesn't change every month, but my portion of it does from month to month. So this month I'm paying $214.42. Now, not all of the bills are included in the joint bill breakdown. It's just anything that makes the household run is split according to our percentages of income. And then I have my bills and he has his. We're not married yet, so we're not down to just one budget. Okay, I'm going to fill the rest of this in on a time lapse. That way we can come back and talk about it. Okay. I think I've got everything written out here correctly. Now I'm going to add up this column and total it, and this column and total it, and these two numbers should add up to be $1824.44 because I do a zero-based budget. So let's do that. Okay. These two numbers do equal that one, so this is everything. If you guys want to see a detailed list of what I have in the cash envelope categories, the sinking funds, and the streaming services, just let me know in the comment box below. I don't care to break those out. I just figured I would save us some room instead of listing everything. Of course, my cash envelope categories, not everything from those categories goes into the cash envelopes, but I put those categories in that line item so that I remember that some of that money goes into a cash envelope. Okay, this gives us our monthly plan for our budget, where every penny we earn is going to go for the next 31 days. So now it is time to flip it over and do our allocated budget. Some people refer to this as a paycheck budget. I do not. But that's basically what it is. And instead of waiting until each paycheck arrives, I go ahead and estimate what the paychecks will be and make my plan based on what the monthly plan is. Again, I do this in Excel to begin with. That way it will tell me if I have overspent on a paycheck or not. So these paychecks are estimated to be $150. This one will arrive on the 8th. This one will arrive on the 22nd. This one will arrive on the 15th, and it should be $755.17. And this one, instead of the 30th, will be on the 29th because the 30th is a Saturday, and it will be $769.28. Okay, so let's make our plan here. Okay, so there you have it. My mortgage and cell phone, storage building, all those things that are due in that first week, they come out of the last paycheck of the month, like I was saying before. Okay, next page. Okay, so when it comes to variable income in the month of October, I didn't really have a whole lot of things that were overspent on in September that weren't addressed in September. So that was good news. But there were a couple of things that I had to cut out of my budget that the joint bill budget said that I needed to take care of. One of them was a contribution to our emergency fund, but I'd already saved my $1,000 for the emergency fund for baby step 1. So I don't feel real bad about not contributing to that at the moment. We've decided to make a joint emergency fund, but I'm already putting $1,000 in there. So I'm not feeling real terrible about having to cut that expense. But I did have to also cut out the medical. So I did not have the extra money for that. And our joint bill breakdown said I needed $23.74 to go toward that fund. We treat that kind of like a sinking fund and put a little bit in it every month. But that is the one line item that if I get variable income, that needs to be covered first. And then the rest will just go to the debt snowball, which, is like astronomical. So we're not even going to worry about how much is needed. Okay. Now, for our sinking funds, this will be a much happier moment in life. Well, look at me not doing what I should have. I'm going to take a moment and just copy forward my stuff. So I have here the current sinking funds. I've left space in case we decide to create more. The starting balance for Amazon Prime is $99. The starting balance in birthday is $75.62. For the rest of the year, I have my granddaughter's birthday, my brother's birthday, my mom's birthday, and I think that's pretty well it. So I think that will carry me through. Car repairs, $624.55. Christmas has $909.59. Cocoa has $762.81. Sam's has $37.50. Supplements has a big fat whopping zero, which makes me worry. Taxes and tags, $161.16. So let's add those up. $2,670.23. Okay. And our side hustle stuff. I won't make you sit through me filling out the side hustle investment and the debt snowball. You guys just saw those, but I'm going to fill it in and then it'll be ready to roll. But that is going to be it for the October monthly budget. I hope that seeing my process was able to help anybody out there that might be struggling with their own. And I hope that you come back next week. I will talk to you later.